guest. Viva Las Vegas, it's Johnny Vegas. News guru, Krishnan Guru-Murthy. And their team captain, Jason Manford. And facing them tonight, in the thick of it, Addison. She's 10 years younger, it's Nicky Hambleton-Jones. And their team captain, Sean Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 46% of women spend over an hour a day gossiping? At least that's what Judy at the Royal Association of Statisticians told Marlene at the National Audit Office. Cheerleading accounts for 54% of all injuries in American high schools. Oh dear, I seem to have broken your hymen. And the average person loses 50% of their taste buds by the time they're 60, so it is okay for your nana to live on cat food. Let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation, and they've asked the British nation what stories they've been discussing this week. Jason, Johnny and Krishnan, what have the nation been talking about this week?
Do you reckon, boys?
This must be those appalling phone calls from Jonathan Ross and Russell Brand.
Have they been calling you again, Krishnan?
Yeah.
What are you wearing, Krishnan?
To that
Manuel.
Fawlty Towers actor. Yeah.
It's not like Andrew Sachs could have been terribly surprised to hear this news. If you have a granddaughter who is between 20 and 25, it is statistically more likely than not that Russell Brand has f***ed her.
One of the reasons people are offended is also the granddaughter, you know, and regardless of the fact that she was in the Satanic Sluts, whatever, it's his image of his granddaughter.
That's the lady in question.
I wonder if she's actually wearing a T-shirt and it's a mirror and she's about to get attacked by Frankenstein.
I would, but I'd do a bit of foreplay. I'd get to take my bins out first.
What I found quite interesting about it was how did he know that she was Andrew Sachs's granddaughter? I've never had sex with anybody and during the act have gone, so what's your granddad do for a living? Oh, right. Oh, bloody hell, because you don't look like him. And nobody's brought up, right, in the old days, Andrew Sachs was abused. Look at the way he used to get treated by John Cleese. He used to knock 7 bells of shit out of the poor little fella. And we just went, ha, 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 ha. Poke him in the eye, call him an idiot.
Hit him with a spoon, it was awful.
Because so much of our comedy is about humiliating people, would you instantly think that was outrageous and offensive and should lead to resignation?
Oh, shut up, you twat.
Or would you?
It's because it's Andrew Sachs. It's because it's a well-loved character.
It's a weird thing. You could name any celebrity from the 70s and we could say whether that'd be OK or not, based on how loved they are.
It's a new drinking game.
Cast of a lower low, not a problem. Fucked them all.
I've been thinking of phoning up David Attenborough saying, I've done one of your gorillas. It was nice.
I think it's odd that those two are celebrity friends. Russell Brand and Jonathan Ross. One can't pronounce his R's, and the other one over-elaborates his R's, doesn't he? He's always, Russell Brand on the radio. And I think that's weird. It's like having a mate with no legs. His best mate's with Michael Flatley. You know? All right, stop rubbing it in, mate.
I think maybe what they should do is say sorry and both of them get their hair cut. Go on, get your hair cut. Anyway, smile yourself up. You long-haired layabouts.
Let's see if these prank phone calls are one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, the most talked about thing this week. This is the story of Jonathan Ross and Russell Brand's prank calls to Andrew Sachs. It's really difficult for Jonathan Ross to say sorry. It's also difficult for him to say around the rugged rascal Brand. OK, Sean, Nicky, Chris, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
They've been talking about Prince Harry and his desire to fly a helicopter.
Yes. He's sort of chosen he wants to fly helicopters. In a way, the royals, they just do what they want. In a way, their life is like just one long episode of Jim Will Fix It.
It's a £46 million helicopter.
Yeah, the Apaches,
right?
yeah.
It loses about £6 million once you fly it off the forecourt. But it's a £46 million, and they're going to train a boy who had to cheat to get a C in GCSE art to fly it.
Anyone else
Probably
flies
couldn't
them.
draw one, could he?
I think you should do something less predictable, though, right? And that's always the armed forces. I think you should do something like become a fireman or like a clamper. £60 fine, but I was clamped by Prince Harry.
I can tell you that Prince Harry is not one of the most talked about things this week.
Really?
Yeah, no, it has been in the news. This is the story that Prince Harry wants to train as an Apache helicopter pilot. Prince William was at the centre of a controversy earlier this year when he parked his chopper in Kate Middleton's back garden. Ah, young love. Right. Jason, Krishnan, Johnny, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
Is it these extreme marathon people who suffered extreme weather? You know?
What was that, Krishnan?
I can't bear this story. I had to do it on Sunday night, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's your job reading the news. We all read the papers because we enjoy them. I can't bear this story. I had to read out what happened. Oh, they're running and then it rained. I hate it. Jon Snow gets all the good stories. I hate it.
You hear mountain marathon and you think, oh, you know, it's a bunch of athletes running up a hill. It's a bunch of old people hobbling up mountains. And then when we did the stories about how they were all washed away and didn't know what they were doing and got lost, they then got angry with us and saying, oh, no, you were making it up and we were all fine. And these stupid people, I just want to say to them, don't waste my time. I have had it with your stupid antics. The next time there's a weather storm, just don't call us.
Fair enough, yeah. That seems reasonable.
Can I just take a quick opportunity? I'd like to apologise on behalf of Channel 4 for any offence caused. I could give you this opportunity to resign. Would you like to resign? It's all the rage in the media. Go on, resign.
A bunch of very healthy people who can have whatever operation they want from the NHS, right, decide to go out and fucking try and kill themselves and cost us thousands of pounds in helicopter rescues and everything. I've had to drop 4 stone to get a new hip. Not by going up a mountain, I do now. Just by cutting out pastry.
You managed to drop 4 stone by cutting out pastry. How much pastry were you eating?
I slept on a pastry bed.
And ate...
Yeah, and I ate it every night. I went to bed in a big pie. I woke up in tears. Yeah, I wept gravy. You know.
I know the petty.
It doesn't sound that far-fetched. I can see your head poking out of a pie. Like you're in a jacuzzi.
Nicky, do you think he looks 10 years younger?
Oh, look at Nicky. Nicky has no interest in me.
Looking good, Johnny. Your arms are really thin.
I've got a question for you, Nicky. I've been trying to get my wife to take part in your show, right, 10 years younger. Is it wrong that she's 22?
Yeah. You wanted to look too. Is that what you say?
No. 20 years younger. 12.
That'd be sick. I'm just curious. I think... unfortunately, if the Channel 4 bosses are watching, I don't think we found Carol Vorderman's replacement.
Just to go back to this original mountain marathon, I think that mountain rescue sort of enjoy it, to be honest, because they're not a proper emergency service, are they? Like I will, you know, I will never need mountain rescue. I will never need them, I promise you.
Ladbrokes, if you're watching, 40 quid. I'm only saying it because I'm a friend.
I'll never need them. I'll never need the Coast Guard either. I'll never need the Coast... My emergency service, police, ambulance, fire engine, AA, Domino's. They're not proper.
I would like to apologise on behalf of Channel 4 for any offence caused to mountain rescue. Jason would like to resign. OK, let's see whether this extreme marathon is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, this is the story. Organisers of an extreme marathon face criticism for going ahead despite bad weather. With 100-mile-an-hour winds, horizontal rain and competitors suffering broken bones and hypothermia, it's thought that this year's event was the funniest there's ever been. OK, back over to you. Sean, what else are the nation be talking about?
I imagine it's the US elections which are coming...
It's next week, isn't it? It's exciting.
Yeah,
on Tuesday, and the polls have generally put Obama ahead, but, you know, they say the polls, they're not sure about the polls. John McCain said he's gathering up. I'm not sure if he really wants to win, to be honest. You know, he's 72, right? You don't want to move house when you're 72.
Yeah.
I don't like moving the furniture to Hoover.
He did in an effort to show that he's physically fit for this, he released 1,173 pages of medical records. If you've got 1,173 pages of medical records, you need to sit down.
We've got a clip of some ordinary Americans. Do you want to see what ordinary Americans think about the election? Have a look.
Yeah.
Al-Qaeda is dangerous. They're trying to kill us. And John McCain is the only guy that's even close to having the experience that's required to deal with them.
We don't vote for baby killers in this family, and Obama is a baby killer.
I'd hate to be that kid and have bedtime stories like that. The Al-Qaeda are trying to kill us. Night-night.
What do you think about the American election?
If Obama wins, we're going to flush out all the mad, stupid neo-Nazi skinheads who think you can kill a president by driving at him.
They were going to shoot him wearing white top hats.
Yeah.
What part of the plan? What part of the plan did that get involved in?
Well, you know what the problem was? They got a stylist.
What should we wear? White top hat!
Put it on the Ritz, motherfucker!
Whenever you see white supremacists, they're always in their kind of late teens, early 20s. They've always got a Nazi tattoo on them, and that has really put me off getting a Nazi tattoo.
OK, let's see if the US election is one of the most talked about things this week.
I think it is.
Yes, the US election campaign enters its final week. The election takes place on November the 4th, so expect some fireworks on November the 5th. Right, fingers on buzzers, what else have the nation been talking about?
Is it the James Bond film that's premiered today or tomorrow? Or yesterday?
Friday.
Let's not fall out over it. We're not invited. There's no gadgets in this one, is there?
No,
There's not many gadgets.
They're ripping off the Bourne Identity.
Yeah.
The Bourne Identity did it! It's James Bond. He should have an umbrella coming out of his ass. Sickening.
Nicky, are you looking forward to the Bond movie?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I'm not a big Daniel Craig fan.
You're not?
No, I think Bonds just shouldn't be blonde.
You shouldn't be blonde?
I see Bonds as being a bit more dark-haired and a bit more rugged.
A bit more dark-haired, a bit more rugged?
Yeah.
But Daniel Craig's from Liverpool. Well, he grew up on the Wirral, didn't he? I think, and he's lost that accent. Don't you think that would make a better Bond? The name's Bond, James Bond. Fucking Smirnoff Ice, you prick.
Let's have a look and see whether the new James Bond movie is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, the new James Bond film is out this week. Every woman wants him, every man wants to be him, with his steely eyes, incredible physique, and his chiseled features. It's impossible not to look at Sean Locke and think, this guy should be Bond.
You're probably right.
Yeah. Daniel Craig got a gash on his face whilst filming. I suppose that's one of the perks of being Bond, isn't it? OK, one more thing to get. Something happening this week. Go on. Ooh.
Asthma.
Is it?
Is it the asthma? It's gone rocketed up.
Halloween.
Halloween! Yeah. Halloween. Come on, say it with me.
Halloween.
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 Go on.
It's Halloween. And
That's all you can say, really.
Yeah, basically, it's happening. And all the kids come and knock on your door every 5 minutes asking for sweets, which is like a takeaway service for paedophiles. It's a bit weird.
I think what they did was they sat down with all the paedophiles and they agreed that on Halloween they'd have a kind of ceasefire. Say, OK, for one day of the year, can you stop your tampering ways? Let the kids go have a bit of fun, we can all relax.
When I was a kid with trick-or-treating, right, if someone said trick or they didn't answer the door but you knew they were in, right, you would maybe egg their house or, you know, throw a bit of toilet roll through the trees or whatever. But I read the other day that one of the tricks this year is burning people's cars. That's not a trick, that's a crime, isn't it? It's not a trick or military coup.
Let's have a look and see whether Halloween is one of the most talked about things this week.
Got away with that.
Yes, it's Halloween. What a lot of the local kids don't realise is I was planning on covering my house with toilet paper anyway, so the joke's on them. So, So, those are the 5 most talked about things this week. In other news, they're saying the credit crunch spells a return to the 1970s. Shit, I haven't done my French homework. In sporting news, Harry Redknapp has taken over as manager of Spurs, Tony Adams has been made manager of Portsmouth, and Diego Maradona has been made manager of Nando's. So at the end of that round, Sean, Chris and Nicky have 2 points, Jason, Johnny and Krishnan have 3 points. So our next round is called Pick of the Polls. Sean, Chris and Nicky, you want to choose first? What do you like the look of?
We'll go for the dog.
OK, let's have a look at a clip to illustrate your statistic.
First, Elaine enters her special psychic zone, and Ben enters his.
OK.
Right, so
Go.
Ben, are you happy with what we're doing for you now, sweetheart, to help you? Would you still like me to continue with the Reiki?
Yes, I like Reiki. It's really good what you're doing. I'm very grateful. But do you think you could make time to just have it for me?
And what signal will you give me?
I'll bark and bang your leg with my paw.
Right, I think you're going to have to show me that, Ben, so that I know it's the right signal.
I'm just nice and relaxed at the moment. I'll show it you later. Oh, and by the way, I love you.
Oh, thanks, Ben. You've done it again.
Amazing. Easiest job in the world, isn't it? Pretending to pretend to be able to be a dog. Yeah, like with its owner asking you questions like, what do you like? I like going for a walk and licking my own bollocks and...
OK, 25% of dogs have had alternative therapies, true or false?
What was that? Was Reiki she was doing, was
That
it?
was Reiki, yeah.
She's telling the owner what the dog needs.
The owner is telling her through the incredible power of being mental what the dog is thinking. I mean mental as in she's got a mental connection with it. I'm not suggesting the woman is mental.
When you get a dog outfit and you just come in and sit there and read a paper in front of your dog, it freaks them out. You do all the like human things, but just dressed as a dog and go, well, just do very banal human things in front of the dog dressed as a dog, and it drives him mad.
I think, Johnny, though, I think you'll start a craze. Invest in dog suits.
I zip off the dog suit and do like 500,000 years of evolution and become a man. Like
Men
that.
didn't actually evolve from dogs. That's not a thing.
We've been evolving to...
Do you know what? 5 stages of evolution, and the one thing they're missing off the beginning is a poodle.
It's dog, Neanderthal man, sort of Cro-Magnon man.
What did
then there's
dogs
like a
come from?
chicken, and then it carries on. And to give Johnny's map of evolution. For about 6 months, we were a chicken!
25% of dogs have had alternative therapies, true or false? What do you think, Sean?
I don't think anyone would do that. I think it's false.
But dog whispering's alternative, right? So I think it could be true.
Do you know, I do a bit of dog whispering. I do a bit of dog whispering. Sit down! Sit!
That's spitting, darling.
Oh, sorry.
What do you think, true or false?
False.
You're going false? All right, you guys, what do you think, true or false?
I just think, what are you stressed about? I've never seen a dog that stresses. Every day is the happiest day of its life, isn't it? It just wakes up like, oh, I'm awake! Woo! It's true. You think true? Well, we're going to go with Johnny Vegas.
OK, so you're going true. I can tell you the answer is true. Yes. 25% of dogs have had alternative therapies. OK, Jason, your team to choose. What do you want to go for?
We've got this fat person.
I prefer the term colleague.
Let's go with fat. We know fat. If it's one thing this team knows, it's fat.
OK. You've chosen the fat man. That is a picture of the world's largest man who got married this week, OK? We polled the audience and asked them, if your partner became morbidly obese, would you leave them?
Well, they couldn't follow you, could they? I mean, you could basically pat your bag while they're sat there. You couldn't wait until they go out. You just walk around going, go on, try and grab my leg as I go past you.
If you've married this bloke, and, you know, obviously stage 1 is when you had to have your wedding photos done on Google Earth. You know, I think we've got a problem here, love.
He lost 39 stone to get married. That's a lot of weight to lose, I think.
That's a lot of loss.
You'd be annoyed if you were in the same Weight Watchers group as him. Would you leave your partner if they became morbidly obese?
That's the rule. You get
That's
fat,
the rule.
you're out.
The best way to do it is to, in your front door, you've got your front door, open the front door, and then have like a cutout of a shape that you feel is satisfactory for them to enter the property. And if they can't get through it, I'm sorry, it's the highway.
OK, Jason, I'm going to push you for an answer. What
I'm
do you
going to
think?
go yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I would.
Can I join your team?
Go on, take your chair with you.
Come on.
No, I'm afraid we can't do it. No, not for ballast. I'm afraid we can't.
Hello, how are you, Johnny?
It's good over
So you're saying people would leave their partner if they were morbidly obese?
I think so, yeah.
OK, and you're saying, Sean?
No, I think people wouldn't.
OK, well, I can tell you, Sean, you're absolutely right. Our studio audience said no, they wouldn't leave their partner if they became morbidly obese. So an incredibly fat man has tied the knot. He's the world's fattest bridegroom, and she's the world's flattest bride. So at the end of that round, I can tell you it's 3 points for Sean's new team and 4 points for Jason's new team. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your first one. Top topic of conversation while getting drunk.
Oh, now we've lost Johnny Vegas.
I signed him in the transfer window.
Johnny, what do you normally talk about when you're drunk?
Dog suits. And occasionally, the worst funeral you've ever been to.
Have some.
Yeah, I'd have some, yeah.
Wrap it up, you fat bitch.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
the widget.
Got the widget.
Gets out. No, it's a diseased testicle. I operated on myself during the show.
Is the conversation I'm all right to go on this morning?
I can't stand... I've tasted it a couple of times, but lager. I remember my mates going, no, of course you don't like it. Nobody likes it first. You've got to learn to like it. And I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I didn't have to learn to like anything else that I like. Like Jaffa Cakes, bang, first time. I saw the packet and knew I was going to like them.
It's probably sport, isn't it? Something like sport.
That is the right answer.
Oh, well done.
Is it?
Yes, the top topic of conversation whilst drunk is sport. When I stumble in drunk and leering after a night on the town, my girlfriend knows there's only one thing I want, my second Bacardi Breezer. OK, most popular gadget for women.
Etch-a-sketch. Everyone loves an Etch-a-sketch.
Is it the Sky Plus box that doesn't record any of the Brucey bits in Strictly Come Dancing?
Brucey on that. I'd like to think... Because at some stage he's going to die live on a Saturday night. I like that.
Resign.
I'd like to resign. I'm an admirer of Bruce Forsyth. He's a beloved character, and I'd like to resign.
I know what it would be. It'd be a toaster. You put in bread, shoes come up.
Oh, Russ!
Great idea.
What am I like?
No, I think it is. I think it's an iron with a telly in it.
I'd like to apologise to any women not watching this in the 1970s.
You'd love that, an iron. I'd like that, an iron with a telly in it.
And a phone as well. Oh, shit!
Even worse. Bloody got a phone abroad.
I think I know what it is. Hair straighteners.
That is the correct answer from Johnny Vegas. Yes, the most popular gadget for women is hair straighteners. Ironically, hairdressers can make anything straight, apart from themselves. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Jason, Nicky and Krishnan have 4 points, Sean, Chris and Johnny have 5 points. They've won. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.